In this video, I'm going to walk you through the process of editing any of the built-in recipes. There are more than 80 recipes built into this spreadsheet, and they've all been formatted to hopefully make it easy for you to view the recipe data and make any changes you like. First, let's talk a little bit about how this is set up. For each recipe, you'll see a consistent layout with a darker green header column displaying the name of the recipe. There are green header columns to identify different fields, such as the ingredient base, per serving quantities, units, cooking instructions, and tags associated with the recipe, such as meal type and whether it's tagged as no prep, low prep, bulk prep, etc. For dinners, there is often also a green header on the side of the ingredients to distinguish ingredients used for different components. This is because certain ingredients may be used across multiple components of a dinner dish, which contains both a main and side options. In the ingredient column, you'll notice a drop-down arrow. This is because all recipes use data validation for ingredients. Each unique ingredient used in this spreadsheet is listed once in the Ingredient Data tab, which serves as the source of truth for that ingredient anytime it's used in a recipe. Each ingredient is assigned a grocery store category, where you would find it in the store, and a consistent unit of measurement. This allows for accurate ingredient calculations across all recipes when generating a shopping list. In the Ingredient Data tab, you'll also find macronutrient data and dietary allergen information. Links to specific branded products are included where necessary, referencing Coles Australia's website for allergens and nutritional information. For unbranded products, like fresh produce or meats, I've used MyFitnessPal to reference verified nutritional data. Because of this setup, any ingredient used in a recipe must be selected from those listed in the Ingredient Data tab. If you want to add new ingredients, there's a separate tutorial video that explains how to do this. Another feature in the recipe data layout is the option for some ingredients to have a base quantity as well as a per serving quantity. The base serving quantity is used for ingredients that require a minimum amount to prepare the meal, but aren't scalable in a 1-to-1 ratio when increasing serving sizes. For example, in a crispy chicken wrap recipe, the base quantity for items like eggs and flour used for dredging and crumbing the chicken, and olive oil for frying the chicken. The base amount needed to prepare any servings of this recipe will remain constant, with a smaller amount needed for each additional serving. For most ingredients, you will only need to enter a per serving quantity. This is the quantity used per one serving of the recipe and will be multiplied by the number of servings required based on the user's input. As mentioned, the unit of measurement has already been allocated based on the way the ingredient is listed in the Ingredient Data tab and should not be changed. This ensures that ingredients across different recipes can be measured and scaled consistently in your shopping list. Let's go ahead and walk through some examples of how you might edit built-in recipes. First, to navigate to a particular recipe, use the Recipe Lookup tab, where you'll find a list of all the built-in recipes, each hyperlinked to its corresponding table in the Recipe Data tab. For this example, let's edit the beef and broccoli stir-fry recipe. Click the recipe name, then click the link that appears below it. This will take you straight to the recipe table. In this case, I want to change the recipe from beef stir-fry to chicken stir-fry. To do this, click the drop-down arrow next to beef strips in the ingredient column and start typing chicken. As I type, options appear, and I select chicken breast. You might see a warning message that this part of the spreadsheet is locked for editing. You can click OK to proceed, and also check the box to mute the reminder for 5 minutes, which is helpful when making multiple edits. Since I've changed the protein from beef to chicken, I may also want to rename the recipe itself. Click in the header, update the name from beef and broccoli stir-fry to chicken and broccoli stir-fry. And now the recipe name will update in the drop-down lists throughout the spreadsheet, making it easy to find later. You may also want to update the cooking instructions, for example, changing any references to beef to chicken, but all the ingredient changes we made earlier will already be reflected. You might also want to add new ingredients while leaving the rest of the recipe as is. For example, if this stir-fry only includes the meat, sauce, and broccoli, you may want to add other veggies like carrots and capsicum. Each recipe has space for up to 20 ingredients, and most recipes in this spreadsheet have blank rows for adding extras. To add new ingredients, click on an empty ingredient cell and start typing carrot or red capsicum. The unit will automatically appear as whole, meaning the quantity you input will be based on one whole carrot or capsicum. For this recipe, I would set it to a fourth carrot and 1/4 red capsicum per serving. As long as you've selected an ingredient from the Ingredient Data tab and added a per serving quantity, it will appear in your shopping list when this recipe is selected. To remove an ingredient, such as changing from garlic rice to plain white rice, simply highlight the cells for the ingredient name and quantity, columns C to F, and press Delete. I don't recommend deleting the entire row, as this could impact other data fields. Finally, you can update the tags associated with each recipe. All built-in recipes have been tagged by me to help with filtering when setting up weekly plans. However, you can make changes, like adding the budget-friendly tag if you feel the recipe uses inexpensive ingredients. I've tagged this stir-fry as bulk prep, as stir-fries are great for cooking in larger quantities and storing for leftovers. But if you prefer, you can simply uncheck that tag. One tag I strongly recommend using is the Love It tag. When you find a recipe you really enjoy, tick the Love It box, and this will make it easier to find later when planning your meals. And there you have it, a straightforward way to make edits to any of the built-in recipes within this sheet so you can personalize them to suit your needs. Thanks for watching.